2019 DS7 Crossback SUV review. This would be the DS7 Crossback, the initial in a wave of 6 models set to look in the French premium brands lineup by 2023. For people who hoped the marque might launch a high-end saloon within the spirit on the original Citroën DS, then show patience, a low-slung 4-door is arriving. But for now, topping the product range is an SUV, and be confident, it will not be the only one inside the DS range. But SUVs sell, then sell well. Audi, BMW and Mercedes-Benz can't make consequently their premium offerings to meet up with demand, and PSA, DS's automotive parent group, wants a sheet of that action. Consequently, the DS7 Crossback is created for the sort of those who might want a posh crossover but try not to want to choose the obvious choice. Watch, quirky crossovers group test. DS7 Crossback SUVs on the market. Watch, DS7 Crossback vs BMW X2 vs Volvo XC40 vs Range Rover Evoque. DS7 Crossback, determining baby gender, and what's up against? Think from the DS7 Crossback like a plush SUV that accompanies an Audi Q5 sized cabin, however you can buy it at Q3 prices. It's not cheap, though. Priced from around £28,000 to more than £43,000, it is not cheap, and cars including the Ford Edge or Kia Sorento seriously undercut it, whilst the top of the stove models are mid-hierarchy Volvo XC60 money. Because on this slightly unusual positioning, DS Automobiles reckons which the car's closest rivals would be the similar-looking Lexus NX, the Mercedes-Benz GLA and BMW X1 in addition to the popular Audi. As such, it is a car that will impress, and gives something above its well-honed opposition. Does it have what can be done? As a package, it lets you do what a typical large SUV should. You get 2 rows of seats for 5 passengers, and there's plenty of room back and front, although footlook for those inside back is compromised by low-set front seats. You can even recline both outer seat backs electrically inside up-spec models. The boot can be a decent size, at 555 litres while using rear seats up or 1,750 with him or her stowed flat. The tailgate is electrically operated. DS7 Crossback specs, engine choices. Available in elegance, performance line, prestige and ultra prestige versions, you are able to pick from the next engines and transmissions around the DS7 Crossback. Blue Eddy 130 diesel manual. Blue Eddy 180 diesel automatic. PSA 180 petrol automatic. PSA 225 petrol automatic. The Blue Eddy 130 is really a 1.5-litre engine, which passes EU 6.2 regulations that can eventually replace all 1.6-litre diesels through the entire PSA range. An entry-level 3-cylinder PSA 130 petrol will join the number in late 2019, while a 300-horsepower plug-in hybrid, FEF, version the E-Tense will abide by in summer 2019, which has a projected price tag of £65,000. All models are front-wheel drive, independent of the upcoming hybrid, that will have electrically powered rear wheels for improved traction on slippery surfaces. Given the profusion of 4-wheel drive rivals in this particular market and price sector, this is usually a disadvantage if you regularly tows or uses a modicum of off-road capability. What's the DS7 Crossback like inside? The dashboard is dominated by twin 12.0-inch screens, one out of front in the driver, the other from the center on the dash. From there, you may control all aspects on the infotainment, climate control, navigation and driver aids. There is additionally a bank of switches under the screen for some in the more commonly used controls. Both are crisp and clear, and you'll be able to fault their clarity. However, despite having several display modes, how instruments are displayed in front in the driver means you'll be able to only need a nice, big bank of old-school dials. This is really a shame as it's reasonably user-friendly and pacey, but nevertheless not a patch on any with the Volkswagen Group opposition. We'd also love to see more physical controls, including BMW's iDrive or Audi's MMI, to back the touch screen. The range of materials is impressive, though, with plenty of care lavished within the quality from the leather and suede that's used. Almost every touchpoint feels pleasant, and also the use of quilted leather with the seats and padded armrests is quite appealing. Clever utilization of upmarket materials inside. It feels modern and welcoming. But it's don't assume all good news. DS has clearly tried way too hard to give it an exclusive, bespoke feel. Areas, for example, the center console switchgear, pop-up BRM clock, the one's instrument graphics are overstyled and contrived. This is often a shame, given it lacks the understated elegance from the Volvo XC60 or Audi Q3, for example. There's additionally a lack of quality in some on the commonly used switches. The DS branded start-stop button feels cheap and wobbly, along with the scroll buttons employ a little and excessive amount lost movement in the individual. Niggles, perhaps, however, not what you'd at price in excess of £40,000. But we can easily report that it's very roomy, both front and back. The driving position is great, the seats are happy, along with the rear can be a pleasant spot to spend time. Just watch out for that optional glass sunroof, which significantly impacts rear headroom for taller passengers. A lighting touchfest. A real party piece on the DS7 Crossback is its lighting system, standard fit around the performance line, prestige and ultra prestige models, as well as an option for the entry-level elegance. Traditional bulbs are banished and is overtaken by LEDs and their active beams that swivel 180 go and start up within an unusually arresting routine. Lost your car within a car park? The beams illuminate and perform a merry dance, strobing to assist you locate your vehicle or settling to your deep purple glow. On the move, they massage the beam contour around suit the surroundings, weather and type of road. Further technical innovations include night vision, a 14-speaker stereo, XT-Cup double glazing and a new adhesive used inside factory as well as welding, giving the crossover a rigid and quiet structure to boost refinement, safety and handling. What's the DS7 Crossback want to drive? Reflecting the belief that SUV buyers don't necessarily want the last word in driver involvement, DS Automobiles has dialed within a fair level of comfort. Central to this could be the company's active scan suspension system, which relies on a forward-facing camera to watch the highway and tune your vehicle's suspension and damping to cope with all the surface accordingly. Drive it from the city, and it also doesn't initially think that soft, but as being the speeds rise, the ascent's comfort grows, especially on undulating motorways and day roads. It's not consistently fluid from the way it behaves. High are a number of situations when you feel the suspension switching from soft to firm to deal with sudden surface changes. In corners, it generally feels flat and stable, even though the steering lacks precision and consistency of weight and feedback, so that you never feel as confident while you should starting a corner you perhaps entered too rapidly. It's not only a driver's car in different sense in the word, which considering the suspension technology that's gone with it, is really a little disappointing. The DS7 Crossback's adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist work nicely, together with the steering assist feeling natural, and distances being maintained in a very natural feeling way. From launch, the DS7 Crossback was offered using a choice of 3 engines, 2 diesels along with a single petrol. We've driven the Blue Eddy 180 diesel in manual form, and also the Peugeot 225 petrol in automatic form. The Blue Eddy 130 can be an all-new 1.5-litre engine, passes EU 6.2 regulations, and continues sale at the beginning of 2019. This engine could eventually replace all 1.6-litre diesels over the entire PSA range, but with the moment, is simply offered across a compact selection. We will report back driving impressions in this car once we get hold of one. A 300 horsepower hybrid version known as the E10s will track in mid-2019, yet it's petrol and diesel only from launch. All models are front-wheel drive, besides the upcoming hybrid, which includes electrically powered rear wheels for improved traction on slippery surfaces. DS7 Crossback diesel versus petrol refinement, as well as the Blue Eddy 180 in automatic form is punchy, and is for you. It is also far too vocal. Flick the drive mode switch into sport, as well as its exhaust note is amplified unpleasantly. We're not sure why. Performance is adequate, having a 0 to 62 miles per hour duration of 9.9 seconds, as well as a maximum speed of 134 miles per hour. Nevertheless, the engine lacks refinement. We'd recommend you allow it in eco or comfort mode, relax, and then try to enjoy the ride. We also drove the PSA 225 in 8-speed automatic form. Also, it's smooth and refined at low speeds, and accelerates impressively at motorway speeds. Like the diesel, in sport mode, the exhaust note is amplified artificially, but it really rarely sounds or feels as sporty since its power output indicate. Performance is way livelier as opposed to diesel, so you'll enjoy doing your best with it, even when it's not actually much quicker compared to the diesel. The 0 to 62 miles per hour time is 8.3 seconds and maximum speed is 141 miles per hour, but official fuel use of 48.7 miles per gallon is lower versus the diesel's 57.6 miles per gallon. Of the pair, it's expected more UK buyers will plump to the diesel on financial grounds. However, the petrol version is a lot more satisfying they are driving, because of its additional refinement. But are more best for cruising, which matches hand in hand while using DS7 Crossback's laid-back character. Light steering is often a bonus out, but it restricts the fun when from the jaw horse. Sportier S is really a slightly better fist of things. Rivals like the Mini Hatch and also the Audi A1 are better and much more engaging to drive versus the Vauxhall Adam. Even however, the large many city-centric buyers will enjoy the light steering. The absence of feedback takes all the sense enjoyment from keener drivers. Through the corners if you don't or no lean when driving enthusiastically, but on account of the insufficient information through the steering you won't ever feel truly at one using the car. Cars specified with 17 or 18-inch trims come which has a sport chassis as standard and is particularly meant to provide car crisper steering. Unfortunately, all it gets is usually a firmer ride as an alternative to sweeter handling, so expect you'll be jolted about more. Vauxhall has engineered the Adam that has a UK-specific steering system that was tuned for further twisty, lumpy British roads. In truth, you'd be hard-pressed to inform, such may be the vagueness of their communication using the driver. Things certainly are a little better using the Adam S, and that is much better to hustle around. However, that absence of feedback prevents it from truly sating the driver within the manner a somewhat larger Fiesta ST does. Small cars needs to be as much fun to operate a vehicle as they are to think about. Nevertheless, the Adam simply isn't. The DS7 Crossback's interior majors on luxury. The French manufacturer will go for a haute couture to try keeping with exactly what describes like a Parisian procedure for materials and trim. This traditional approach is at odds using the high-tech interior, which is the driver that has a sizable 12.0-inch TFT screen rather than a set of dials. That instrument panel is flanked by a similarly large infotainment screen, which such as DS7 Crossback's cousin, the Peugeot 3008, controls rather too many on the car's functions. Thankfully, your banker of switches within the screen can be used as additional functions, although others such as the DS3, a few of these can be counterintuitive. The driving position is great. Just as soon as acclimatized, the controls are very effective. The cruise control and audio systems are adjusted by chunky stalks driving, greater than buttons about the spokes, after you have figured out the direction they work. For those familiar with Peugeots and Citroëns, nothing in regards to the DS7 Crossback will feel alien or unusual, just more luxurious. With an identity like DS, and with all the heritage until this has behind it, it is not unreasonable to anticipate this car to become a comfortable choice. On the whole, the DS7 Crossback doesn't disappoint, using a suspension setup that's tuned for comfort on rougher roads and cost-setting high-speed ride. In the location and city, the DS7 Crossback is comfortable, however it is far on the magic carpet that you will get on smooth motorways. To get the best out from the car for comfort lovers, whether or not it's fitted with active scan suspension, let it rest in standard mode, since it will watch the symptoms ahead and adjust the damping accordingly. The front seats are incredibly great. Supportive, well-shaped and incredibly well-padded, so most drivers will discover a comfortable and commanding position. In the rear, you obtain adjustment and acres of room. Standard DS7 Crossback equipment. The DS7 Crossback will come in 4 forms, nevertheless, there will be regular special editions on a regular basis. DS Automobiles declare that these specials are going to be offered with a time, in lieu of production number, limited basis. The 4 regular models offered are the Elegance, Performance Sport, Prestige and Ultra Prestige versions. Even the so-called entry-level Elegance version is generously equipped, so that those purchasing a regular version are hardly about to feel shortchanged. The Elegance model comes while using following equipment as standard: Hill Start Assist, Trailer Stability Control, Cruise Control with Speed Limiter, Active Safety Brake, Lane Departure Warning, Speed Limit Recognition Warning, Driver Attention Warning, Rear Parking Sensors, Remote Control Central Locking with Deadlocks Keyless Start, Remote Tailgate Opening with Key Defrosting Door Mirrors, Automatic Aircon, Automatic Windscreen Wipers, Multifunction Onboard Trip Computer 8.0-inch touch screen, Bluetooth hands-free and media streaming with USB socket, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, DAB digital radio, DS Connect box, emergency and assistance system, acoustic and tinted rear windscreen, automatic lights, LED front fog lights with cornering light function. Performance line models add the subsequent equipment: 19-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, DS active scan suspension, LED headlights with good beam assist, rear lateral and curtain airbags, electrically folding door mirrors with DS LED spotlight, Alcantara dashboard and door panels with stitching, dark tinted rear windows, 12.0-inch HD touchscreen, 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster DS Connect nav, voice recognition, front central armrest with storage. Prestige models add these equipment: reversing camera, advanced safety pack, active blind spot detection, lane keeping assist, extended traffic sign recognition, driver attention alert, premium leather tire, BRMR 180 clock, Claudia and Napa leather dashboard, automatic follow me home lighting, full LED ambient interior lighting, wireless charging for smartphone, heated front seats with massage function for front seats, ventilated front seats, keyless entry and initiate, electric seats pack, electric driver and passenger seats, electrically foldable rear seats backrest with central armrest. Ultra Prestige models add the subsequent equipment: 20-inch diamond cut alloy wheels, remote tailgate opening with key and hands-free locking, electrochrome door mirrors, easy access pack, remote tailgate opening with key with loaded arm access, art black basalt Napa leather dashboard and door panels with pearl stitching, electric opening panoramic sunroof with LED lighting, premium hi-fi system, DS connected pilot, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane keeping assist, DS urban pack, DS park pilot, automatic only, DS Park Assist, 6-speed automatic and manual versions, 360-degree camera. DS7 Crossback, optional extras. Cars conveniently obtainable to order together with the following options: advanced traction control, grip control, 18-inch Geneva black onyx diamond cut alloy wheels, mud and snow tires, 400 pounds. Tow bar, 600 pounds. DS active scan suspension, 1000 pounds. DS connected pilot, 650 pounds. Advanced safety pack, active blind spot detection, lane keeping assist, extended. Traffic sign recognition, driver attention alert, 875 pounds. DS connected cam, 400 pounds. Front parking sensors, 150 pounds. Reversing camera, 450 pounds. DS Urban Pack, DS Park Pilot, 360 Vision, 1050 pounds. DS Urban Pack, DS Park Assist, 360 Vision, 1050 pounds. Aluminium Sport Pedals, 50 pounds. Electric Seats Pack, electric driver and passenger seats, electrically foldable rear seats backrest with central armrest. DS Night Vision Pack, DS Night Vision, 360 Vision dark tinted rear windows. Laminated back and front windows. The DS7 Crossback scored a maximum rating of 5 stars when crash tested by Euro NCAP in 2019. There is really a raft of safety kit available, including from lane keep help, automatic emergency braking. Most models feature active LED headlamps, which prevent drivers from dazzling oncoming traffic by switching between main and dipped beam automatically. Blind spot assistance, which ensures you keep the car in the lane on multi-lane roads. Driver attention assist, which gauges whether the trucker is remaining alert, are available too. Optional grip control offers greater safety for winter driving and handling muddy or cold and wet terrain. This traction control system allows you maximize the grip your vehicle has, with some other settings ensuring the best chance of keeping moving about the respective terrain. No four-wheel drive option before the hybrid model arrives in mid-2019. It doesn't feel too big to manage for the road, though. Then when it comes to parking in the tight spot, a lot of assistance systems, for instance parking sensors and cameras assistance to provide a clearer picture of what's taking around you. The DS7 Crossback is often a practical family car, and when you take it at face value as being a premium choice within the market, it's roomy to the cost, compared to rivals, for example the Audi Q3 and BMW X1. Inside, you'll save a huge storage relating to the seats, thanks with a massive lidded cubby, while there certainly are a pair of cup holders in front with this, plus usefully sized door bins. The glove box is around the small side, however. The size from the DS7 Crossback is greater than average for that premium crossover class. It's larger compared to Audi Q3, but it really is over a par while using likes in the Volvo XC60, which costs more income. The DS7 offers up one on the largest boots to use class. With the rear seats in place as well as the adjustable boot floor in their lowest position, a large 555 liters of space is obtainable. It's simple to tumble the seats down, increasing ability to 1,752 liters.